Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is your November 2021 reading for career and finance for all the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This is your career and finance reading for the month of November. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. If you are watching this during your birthday season, I know it's coming up soon, and today is also 11/11, so it is the biggest manifestation day of the year. So if you are looking to manifest anything or everything, today is that magical day. I'm recording this video on, so you're gonna see this not until 2 days after. So I hope you were able to manifest on 11/11. And I just want to let you know that I put a video out every Saturday, except if there are 5 Saturdays in the month, I take the 4th Saturday off. So welcome. Let's get into your career and finance reading. Okay, the first one is time to go. The next one is the fates, and the last one is a change in the wind, and it's upside down. So what this reading is telling me is that you might have left something, are in the process of leaving a job, a career, something that has been, something has served you up until it's not serving you the same as it used to. So you either recently left it or you are in the process of leaving it. And the fates is all about the serenity prayer. And if you don't know the serenity prayer, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I think what is happening for you guys right now, and this is all the stars are aligning, they will continue to align for you, and they always do. If you don't know what they are yet, it is okay. You're in the process of getting the wisdom to know the difference. And that comes with time, that comes with experience, and it doesn't come quickly. It is a marathon and not a sprint. And you guys are go-getters, you're doers, you need to make shit happen. And this is like right now, part of this process for you is not making it happen. And you know what is coming to me now is, in your life, the only way things were going to happen is if you made them happen, or that was the message that you received, that the only way you were going to get what you needed and what you wanted was you had to fucking make it happen. And that was your survival. That was the way you survived, because you had to. And this is telling me that a shift has happened for you. And a lot of times what happens is all the times, this is what happens. God, spirit, the divine source, your angels, your ancestors, whoever you believe in, does for you what you cannot do for yourself. And this has to be done for you, because otherwise, if it isn't so big and so noticeable, you'll miss it. And you know what? It's kind of like, I think you were getting signs that what you were doing or what you have done in the past wasn't serving you in the way that it used to. And that's okay. You needed that. But you were probably getting subtle signs of you needed to shift directions, and something happened to make you shift. And whether it was COVID, whether it was the loss of your job, whether it was, usually it has to be so big that you noticed it. I'm telling you, all the stars are aligning for you, but a change in the wind. And it's, you know, this card is upside down, so I'm going to get into deeper, but you're going in a total different direction. And you know what? It's turning your life upside down, but it's it's beautiful. And I hope that you're able to see the beauty in it. And it doesn't feel like that when it's happening, though. It feels like, what the fuck? So it's okay that it feels like, what the fuck? And you don't have to have the answers right now, and you don't have to know what they are. You are being divinely guided, whether you believe it or not. And you're being shifted. And it's blowing you into a totally different direction. But I don't want to say but. It's taking you in a different direction. And I think you're starting to embrace it and start to believe that really you are being divinely led. You can't do it wrong. You're not going to. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, you don't need to do more. You need to do less. And actually doing less is your job right now. Doing nothing is a job, and it is a job that you have never worked before. So it is going to take work not to do. I have this thing on my phone. I wish I could find it, but it was kind of like not having a job right now is the biggest and hardest job that you will ever have. So let me go a little bit deeper. It says there are conditions brewing in your life that you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable, and it's for the best, for the higher good. Even if this storm blows away the structures you think you've built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. So what this is telling me is that this shift, this change, whatever it has been for you, first of all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because this has been a total painful process. I don't know if it's physical pain. I don't know if it's emotional pain. I don't know if it's mental. It is all of that. I'm going to say it's all of that. And you didn't do anything wrong. And you're not doing it wrong. And this is so you could get back to your spirit and yourself. And it took something so huge in order for that to happen. And so I think now you're in the process of starting to believe that and starting to trust that. So I'm going to pull some more career cards. So I want you guys to get an idea of where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to be doing if you're not sure yet. Whenever I shuffle these cards, a lot of times they fall on the floor. So you'll see my head going down to the floor, picking these cards up. But I'm going to tell you. So my girlfriend explained this to me, and it's such a beautiful way of looking at how your life unfolds. And part of what happens to you is when you're younger, you have jobs, and then you have your career. And after your career, what happens is you find your vocation, and your vocation is your soul's purpose. That is why you are on this earth. That is what you are meant to do. It's your soul's job. And a lot of times what happens is, as this process is happening for you, I know if you are like me, and you are like me, I am you. And I am you. I am entering into my vocation too. And what I can tell you about this process is usually this transition is not smooth. It is a bumpy road. You're going to get flat tires. You're going to hit storms. You know what? You're going to see trees. You're going to see sunset. A lot of times after the storm, the clearing and the wreckage and the debris gets washed away, what you no longer need. And that's what has happened for you guys and is happening for you guys right now, fire signs. So vulnerability. Listen to your vulnerable feelings as they contain wisdom and inspiration. And then pray for the strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So you guys, your vulnerability is your deepest, most powerful tool and gift. And allowing people to see that and trust that right now, you are safe and you can trust yourself. And I know that that has been what has happened for all of you during this process, is knowing that you can trust yourself. Every single person is going to let you down. Every single person is going to hurt you and not do what they say. It is not personal. I think it has felt personal for you, but it is not personal. It has been part of your lifelong journey to get you to your vulnerability, your biggest, most beautiful asset. And the next one says agent or manager. Your work expands its reach as you partner up with a professional who can help you. So I don't know if this is saying that you need an agent or manager, or maybe you are going to be someone else's agent or manager. But it says your work expands as you partner with a professional who can help you. So maybe this is you need to partner up with somebody right now to help you through this process. And it says, open your heart to love. The more you open your heart and pour your love into your creations, the greater their life force energy. So you guys, you are starting to hear the voice of love. And honestly, that is the most beautiful, amazing place to be. And as you open your heart to love, you had to go through hell to get to the point to be able to open your heart to love, by the way. You had to go through hell to get to the heaven, and it is happening to you and for you. And I want to tell you about this process of, as your vulnerability, as you're able to express your vulnerability, getting an agent or manager. Sometimes this process of getting an agent or manager, which is saying that you need or you're going to become one, or both, it could be both, is trust yourself, trust your gut. A lot of times, just because it's saying you need one or you're going to be one, the first person you get or have doesn't necessarily mean it is the right person for you. It might take a few people before you find the right person for you. So just so you know, there is nothing wrong with you if it takes multiple people to find the right person. I'm going to tell you right now that all of the fire signs, you guys are map makers. You are here to make the map. You are change makers. A lot of times what happens when you are here to make the map, you are the change maker, you are the map maker. People see you after the fact and they're like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But they don't know what the process is like leading up to be able to do that. And it is hard. It is scary as shit. And they don't see the suffering that goes on before you're able to do that. So a lot of times, picture this. Imagine driving out in a dark, foggy road and you're the leader, right? So you're going slow. You have on your low beams. You can't use your high beams because you can't see as far. So you're driving slow, but there's cars behind you and they think you should be going faster. So they start beeping at you. They're trying to go around you. You're driving too slow for them. And maybe somebody passes you and then guess what they realize? Holy shit, they can't see. You were leading the way. And it's so much easier to beep the horn at you, give you the finger, try and go around you because they think you need to be moving faster. But really what they're doing is they were following your lights. They didn't know what was up ahead because you were leading the way. And so as this process is happening for you guys, I'm going to tell you what, it is hard as shit. You cry a lot. You feel like you're the only ones. It is lonely. But I'm telling you, guys are brave as shit, and thank you. The divine is saying thank you for leading the way. You've done a great job. It is now time for you guys, and I'm starting to cry because I feel like it's time for you guys to pull over and let somebody else lead the way, and you're allowed to follow. You're allowed to follow. You don't have to lead anymore. You're exhausted. This has been hard. And I feel it. I feel it for you guys. I want to say thank you for doing everything that you've done up until this point. This is the divine saying you guys have done an amazing, amazing job. And I know it's been so painful and I can feel your pain. But thank you. It's time to pull over and let somebody else lead. I think what is happening for you guys right now, and I know what's happening for you right now, is that you're a great leader. The followers are going to find you and you're going to come together. You're going to come together and you're going to help people who weren't able to lead the way. They're going to help you and you're going to help them. They're going to help you tap into your creativity. They're going to help you tap into your joy and your fun. And you need that. You guys need that so much. And it's saying declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away the clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So when I see this card of decluttering, what this says to me is overwhelmed. You guys have been overwhelmed. And so part of this process right now, if you are not able to declutter on your own and you need help during this, there is no shame in asking for help, getting help, or receiving help. I think you guys have been so busy that you haven't had time to clear your space, to clean your space, to clean your area, and you have been gifted the gift of time where you can address the stuff. If you don't address it, it will get bigger and worse. And the feeling of overwhelm causes depression. And what depression is deep resting. And underneath your deep resting, it is a pause. And your pause, however long that lasts for you, it's okay. But this is saying you need to clear your space right now. And I think you guys already know that, but asking somebody else to come in and help you with this, there is nothing wrong with asking for help or showing your space. Maybe you feel like you should have done a better job, or you need to clean it up before you invite somebody in. This is saying bull to the shit, by the way. Moonlighting. You can start working on your dream career part-time while you keep your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So what this is saying is side hustle. You guys are starting to have a side hustle, or maybe you do have a side hustle, or maybe you have to do part of your old life in order to continue to get you into your new one. But this is saying what you are working towards is going to be able to fully support you. And I know that being vulnerable, putting yourself out there is part of that plan for all of you fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the next one says gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on your worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of this universe. So you guys, okay, so being grateful, and maybe you're like, yes, I know I have a lot, but actually seeing it written down on paper, there is such a power in writing down what you already have. And so what I'm suggesting is to get a gratitude journal. When you do that, put the date next to it. If you can't think of anything to be grateful for right now, it's okay. Maybe you have suffered a traumatic loss or have lost your way for a little bit, and the fear of the unknown might have taken over. But this is saying get back to gratitude. Start writing a list. I am grateful for being able to start a gratitude journal. I am grateful for breathing. I am grateful for being able to move my body. Whatever it is, however small it is, this is helping you start to get connected to your spirit and knowing it and actually seeing it. I had something happen to me years ago. I ended up getting sober at a really young age, and which I am so grateful for now. But at the time, I could not see anything to be grateful for. I could write you a list of everything I don't have, I'm losing, and I'm not going to get. And seeing what I had was so incredibly hard. I can't even tell you. It took hours of staring at a blank page before I could think of one thing. And I actually had to call somebody to have them point out what I had. Because when I was in the process of the loss, I couldn't see what I had, what I still was able to do. All I could focus on is what I don't have anymore. So this is saying starting a gratitude list. If you already have one, congratulations, great job. Keep going. If it's hard for you to be consistent with the gratitude list, I suggest getting a gratitude team, support team, not just one person, but a couple of people, because sometimes people just get busy and they forget or whatever. I suggest having more than one person to do this with. Accountability, team, together, everyone achieves more. So this is your sign, signing off, fire signs, for the month of November, sending you all the love I possibly can. Thank you so much for watching.